Now to access your notifications, which you might see them on your lock screen, well, you guys can just swipe up downwards. So let me just do that again. From up here, swipe down, let go, you're gonna see your notifications if you have any. So this isn't really a lock screen, but it's exactly how your lock screen looks like. Swipe up. So there you go. So that's if you swipe all the way from there. Now let's say you guys swipe from the middle downwards, you're gonna be able to search. So to search for anything, again, swipe down, search, and we can search Google, for example, and we're gonna see not just the app, but things that we can Google inside Safari itself, plus within your phone. So it's gonna search everything that has to do with the word Google. So that would be your spotlight search. To get out of this mode, just swipe up, and pretty much to get out of anything, you guys can just swipe up. You'll also notice a search down here below, which would be your spotlight search as well. And this, you're not gonna see on every single screen right away, but it has to load in. So for example, on this screen, you're not gonna see that. On this screen, you will see it after it loads in, and then you can type up whatever you're looking for, which does include apps. Now, one more gesture that you guys should know is how to get to your control center. So on the top right-hand side of your screen, scroll down, and you're gonna see this popping up. Only scroll down a little bit and you will see all this. So you guys can turn on airplane mode from here. You guys can turn on your Wi-Fi. You guys can turn off airplane mode from here. And there's a bunch of other options, such as controlling your volume, your screen brightness, and you guys have your flashlight and a bunch of other stuff, shortcut for your camera. And keep in mind, you guys can always edit anything here as well. Now to get out of here, swipe up, and there you go. Now something people always ask me is how you turn this off. Well, you do have your power button, which doesn't really turn it off, it just brings it to the lock screen, where if you swipe up, it's gonna ask you for your Face ID or your password, and then you access this, but you're not really turning it off. So to fully turn it off, you guys could do it from Control Center, so that's swiping from here downwards. You guys will see that up here, and that's to turn it off. So just hold on here on the top right-hand side, just hold on to it, let go of it, slide to power off, and then you just slide, and that way it's fully turned off. Now to turn on your phone again, all you guys have to do is just hold on to that power until you guys see the Apple logo popping up again, and then it's just gonna turn on again. Now let's say you guys didn't see that option up here to turn it off. Don't worry, there's another way. You can hold on to your plus sign here, so this is to turn up your volume, plus your power key at the same time. Hold on to both of them until you see this screen. Slide to power off and do the exact same thing, just slide it. And on top of that, there's one more option as well to shut it down. Just go into your settings. Inside your settings, scroll down, see general, under general, scroll all the way down and shut down. Once you guys press on shutdown, same deal, slide to power off. So those are 3 ways to fully shut down your phone. Now let's keep taking a look at the basics when it comes down to your apps. So I'm gonna explain every single app from here. FaceTime. FaceTime uses your Wi-Fi or your data. So that's something you guys can go in here. And if you guys don't have your Apple ID already in there, then you have to type it up and just sign in. Once you do so, you can start FaceTiming anybody, or you can just tell Siri to FaceTime somebody for you as well. I'm just gonna scroll up. Then we have calendar. Here's your calendar. Just press on continue. I would always allow this using app, allow notifications. So to add anything to your calendar, yeah, you can just say, hey Siri, add this to my calendar at a certain time, even location, and there you go. But to add it manually, you guys can go ahead, just open up calendar like I told you. You guys see that plus sign up there, tap on that plus sign and add whichever thing you guys want. So whatever title, you guys can add the location, here's the time, you guys can choose the time. You guys can put it all day if there's no specific time, it's just for that particular day. Choose the day down here below. You guys can go throughout the calendar. There you go. Down here below, you guys can repeat. So if it's an anniversary or something like that, just put it to repeat every year. You don't have to. It could just be never repeat, just tell you once. If it's like a doctor's appointment, you just have that one time. You guys can set up alerts. So it can be 1 day before, 1 week before, if you guys want to alert. Any attachments, you guys can add any notes to that. Once you're done, just press on add. It's going to be added to your calendar. So we have that added. We can go back and we can see that we have something there. So those are the basics when it comes to your calendar. Let's just get out of here. Now your photos. I don't have anything in there, so we're gonna see that next. But might as well go into your camera. So when it comes down to our camera, it's very easy to use. Just open up the app, and right away you should see this. Take a picture. Take a picture, just tap once. Don't hold your finger on top of there, because if you hold it, it's gonna do this. It's gonna start actually recording. So if I hold on to it, it starts recording. And only when I let go of it, it stops the recording. So let me just put that a little bit farther away so you guys can see what's going on. So hold on to it, and it's gonna start recording. Once I let go, it stops recording. Take a picture, just tap once. If you guys want to do video on the side, you guys will see that. Just tap on video, and you guys can actually record video just by tapping once. It's gonna start the video, and we can just stop the video like that. There's other options in here as well, such as cinematic and stuff like that. So make sure to check those out. However, we're just gonna go throughout the basics. Cinematic, that's something that makes things in the background blurry. Slow-mo, exactly that, makes slow motion. So anything recorded in slow motion will be that. You guys could save it as non-slow motion as well, but I wouldn't mess around with that unless you know what you're doing. If you guys want something slow motion, it's pretty cool. Time lapse, again, that's something that you're only gonna get into if you really want to. And if we go throughout this whole thing, portrait's something that gets overlooked a little bit too much, but same thing, it makes the background a little bit blurry, and you guys can choose how blurry it gets. Then we have panoramic. To use panoramic, just choose your last option, and from there, just follow the arrow as straight as you can, and then just press once, and then try to follow that arrow, because if you guys do this, you guys see that arrow moving everywhere, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna stitch all the pictures together nicely. So if you guys want to use this, make sure to try to follow that line as much as you can. And you don't have to follow it all the way through. You guys could stop here, press here, and that's your panoramic picture. So if you guys take a look at here, so if you guys tap here, you guys are gonna be able to see all those pictures. Now, before we keep going, let me just show you one more thing. Here we have our photo. Under our photo, there's various options here. You guys can turn on and off your flash from the top left-hand side. There's also RAW, where not everybody has that option. But something that everybody's gonna have is this middle option, which is your live. What are live pictures? Well, this is a live picture. Right now I turned it on, and it's that circle one that I turned on. There we go. Just so you guys can see what a live picture is. I'm just gonna move my phone while taking it, and I'm gonna take that off. And if I move my phone, it's just gonna take that picture. So right now, to show you what a live picture is, the only way to show you, because it's technically a video, a very short video that it's taking. It's taking several pictures. So I'm just gonna get out of here, and we're gonna take a look at your photos. So right now, let's open up our photos. And in our photos, here are all our pictures. If I tap on one and I scroll through like this, you guys are gonna notice that they kind of move when I'm scrolling through. And that's the live picture, because I can always edit those. Well, we can edit any picture, but live picture especially, if somebody moved in the background or anything like that, you will see that movement that's going on. So that's the definition of a live picture. It's a video combining it with a picture. So within that picture, there's several pictures where we could choose the best one that we want as well. And to do that, all we have to do is just tap down here below, tap on live, and then it's always going to choose one for us. But let's say we weren't smiling at that point, but we were smiling at this point of the picture. Then we can choose that and make that our key photo. And that's our key photo instead of here. So you guys do see that slight movement here. That's the difference. And that's the live picture. And we can just press on done on the top right hand side when we're done. And there we go. So let's say you can edit a live picture to choose whichever portion of that you guys like. But anyways, let's just close this. And then we're going to take a look at everything else. So we have our videos, pictures here. And to delete anything from here from our Photos app, and you want to choose several of them, the best way to do that is just to press select on the top right hand side. Select. And from select, you guys can go on and just select this one, this one, this one. Maybe you guys want to get rid of those and delete them. Delete 3. And there you go. If you just want to delete one, you don't have to do the select thing. You guys could just open it up and then just tap on the far right hand side, delete picture. That's another way to delete them. I'm going to press X on the top here just to show you one more thing, because there is another way to delete pictures, and that's by holding on. You will see various options, and then just press on delete. Delete again, and you have deleted that picture. To delete all of them, now let's say there's a lot of them, press select. So again, to delete all of them, just press select on the top right hand side. Then go ahead and just swipe right across. It's going to select all of those. I can delete all my pictures just like that and delete. So I just press there, all done. Now, are they actually fully deleted from my phone? No, not yet. What you guys have to do is just press X down here below. Then you're going to see recent and so on. Just keep scrolling down and you will see something like this. It says recently deleted. Going to recently deleted, view album, and then here are all the pictures that we just deleted. So to truly delete them forever, select, and down here below, you will see these three dots on the far right hand side. Press delete all and delete from this phone. If you guys would like to recover any pictures, you guys can recover them the same way. So three dots, recover all. If you want to recover all of them. But anyways, let's just say we want to delete all of them. Let's do that. All right, to recover any pictures that we just deleted, just go into your Photos app. Then from here, you should see something like so. Just scroll down. Well, you might not even see any pictures. Maybe deleted all of them. So actually, let's pretend we deleted all of them. Same thing. Or let's delete a few of them at least. There you go. Let's delete those. Scroll down. Keep scrolling down. We'll see recently deleted. Same thing. We're going to go here. And then to recover any of these, let's just say we want to recover just one. Hold on. And you're going to see recover and delete. So right now we can recover it. It's going to go back. And if we want to delete any of these, we can just delete them. If you guys would like to recover all of them, it's best to press select down here below, recover all. And that's how you guys can recover all your pictures. Anyways, those are the bare basics when it comes down to your Photos app. There's albums that you guys can create. There's a bunch of stuff that you guys can do in here, so make sure to check that out. But those are the bare basics. Now, when it comes down to your email, that's here. To transfer emails from your old phone, your previous phone, your computer, your tablet, to your iPhone, it's actually extremely easy. And that's because all your emails are online. They're not on the actual device. So they're just not on your tablet or on your computer. They're actually online. So all you guys have to do is just log into that account and you guys are just going to see all your emails here, all your sent files, all everything in your inbox just by logging in. So let's say you guys have Google, just go into Google, just put in your sign in. So it's going to ask you for email, your password, sign in, and there you go. It's going to import everything. If you guys have a ton of stuff, it's just going to take a while for everything to import. So that's how mail works on your phone. Now let's just go into your notes. Under your notes, we're just going to press on continue. We are going to just go ahead and go into settings to take a look at our iCloud. Now, if you guys already have your iCloud here, you're good to go. You don't have to do this. But regardless if you're signed into your iCloud or not, you guys can make a note down here below on the bottom right-hand side. Press on that, and you guys can start a new note. And there you go. Type in anything you guys like. Press on done. Go back, and there's my note. We can edit more notes and create more just by pressing down here below, creating more notes. Done. And that's not a great note. To delete any notes from here, all we have to do is just swipe and we have deleted that note. If you guys would like to delete even more notes, other ways, you guys could just hold on to it and you will see these options. Press delete and you have deleted your notes that you made in here. Swipe up and we're done with the basics for notes. Now when it comes down to reminders, I always say just use Siri. Just tell, hey Siri, set a reminder for whatever time to do this, to do that. And there you go, easy. That's what I usually do, just talk to Siri. But let's say you guys want to do this on your own. Go ahead, open up reminders. From reminders, you will see this. I would allow, continue on, and let's get started with reminders. So if you want this to be synced up with your iCloud, most likely you guys are not gonna even see this, but if you want it to be, go ahead, go to your settings and make sure it's all syncing. If you don't want it to, just tap on that now. Again, that's something that most of you shouldn't see anyways. So right now here I have reminders. And to add a new reminder, I can just tap down here below where it says new reminder. And I can just type in anything I want. I can talk to it as well. Then on here on the right hand side, I should see this. Tap on it, and you guys can add in a date, time, location, and so on. If you don't want to, don't do it. There's your reminder, and there you go. Once you're done with that reminder, you can swipe, delete it. You can take a look at details, and so on. So to delete a reminder, just do that, and you're done deleting that reminder. To create more reminders, same deal. All you guys have to do is just tap down here below for a new reminder. So those are the basics. All right, next up we have clock. Clock, same deal. I would use Siri. Just tell Siri, hey Siri, set up an alarm for 7 o'clock on Tuesday. And it's gonna do it for you. But if you guys like to do it yourselves or edit that alarm for that matter, or anything that has to do with clock, go into your clock. And from here, you guys can look at all your clocks. You guys can add any clocks here by pressing on the top right hand side, your plus sign, and just add in anything like Mexico, for example. If you guys want to take anything out from here, just swipe and it's deleted. Swipe and delete any clocks from here. Now let's say you guys want to set up an alarm, edit an alarm, or anything like that. Alarm's your second option down here below on the bottom. All right, so to set up an alarm, you guys will see that plus sign on the top right hand side. Just press there and then select whatever time you guys want that alarm to be at. Then press save on the top right hand side. And there's my alarm. So that's how to set up an alarm. To delete any alarms from here, just go into your alarm. So again, that's beside clock. And then just swipe, delete, and you're done. For your stopwatch, it's pretty simple. From here, just start it, stop it. Well, we're not stopping it, we're taking a lap. It's gonna record a lap. And stop it, it's right there. So to stop and start, it's from the same button basically. Then we have our timer. Timer is kind of the same thing, almost like an alarm, but it's a countdown. So we're gonna set it up for 5 hours. Actually, most people will do this because they're cooking. So let's say just an hour, and then we guys can label it and so on, and then just start it. So there's my countdown. So that's my timer. I call it countdown, but you guys can pause it and delete that timer at any point in time. We can just get out of here by swiping up, and we're done with the clock. Now, if you're taking a look at your news, let me just quickly explain what that is. So right here, it's where you're gonna read articles and so on. There's paid stuff, there's free stuff, there's a bunch of stuff here. It's pretty neat. So just scroll down. You guys can take a look at News Plus. And News Plus is a subscription service. Some of you, this will be worth it. It's gonna contain a bunch of stuff in there. But if you just go on the left-hand side, this stuff is free. News, usually free. There's also paid stuff that you guys can subscribe to, but don't feel afraid of tapping on something here from news. It's just gonna let you read it. If you keep scrolling down, there's more and more stuff like that. So that's a quick look into this app. Now let's take a look at Apple TV. So here's our Apple TV app. Let's just open up for the very first time. Click on continue. And here we go. So Apple TV Plus is different than your Apple TV app. The app is a hub. You guys can look for almost anything here. So there's a bunch of movies, TV shows, bunch of stuff. And there's Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus is a subscription service. So it's a channel. That channel, they have a bunch of stuff now. It's pretty good. Not everybody likes it. It's not for everybody. It's not Netflix. It's Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus is kind of like Netflix. Then you will notice there's store down here below. That's where you guys can buy some stuff. So I'm just going to go on to Not Now. Then from here, you guys can look at the latest movies and actually buy them. So you guys can have them in your account. And there's a bunch of movies here that you guys can go ahead and just buy for yourselves. There's also a library. Anything you guys buy will be here. And then home. You guys can go home and take a look at everything. Home, it's because it's a hub for everything, basically. So if you guys look for a particular movie, it might tell you where you guys can find it. Not just to buy, but sometimes It might be Netflix, so you can tell you, oh, that's Netflix, go watch it there. But anyways, let's just scroll up, and that's your Apple TV, which is an app, an Apple TV Plus. Remember, it's a channel. Anyways, up next we have podcasts. So let's open up podcasts. Continue on. Podcasts there's a bunch of them that are free. So yes, go ahead, scroll through, search for anything you like. Down here below on the bottom right hand side, you guys can go on and just search for whichever you like, whichever podcast, and cancel that for now. You guys can look at your library and see what you guys have there. You guys can browse away. And yes, there's a bunch of podcasts, and there are a bunch of them that are completely free. So if something's paid, it will tell you that it's paid. But you guys will notice that there's a ton that's free. So that's free listening. Now let's get out of here. Under Maps, these are not Google Maps. Google Maps is different. You guys have to download that from the App Store. Maps is something created by Apple. And if you open it up for the very first time, you guys are going to see this. So here, Apple Maps. This is created again by Apple. You guys can do 3D and take a look at anything that they created that's 3D. Here, for example, there's not much that's 3D. They kind of make that 3D effect, which is kind of nice. You guys can search for anything there. But again, you guys can just download Google Maps. I know that's what most people use. So let's just get out of here. Under your health, health is actually something really good, especially if you guys have an Apple Watch or anything like that. So tap on continue, continue, continue. You guys can set this up. So just put your first name, last name, and so on. Then going to next and set it all up when it comes down to your health. Why is this important? Well, it's important only if you make it important. So you guys want to track how many steps you guys do, any recommendations, anything like that, go ahead and fill this up. If you guys are not interested, go back, never open this up again. And there you go. But yeah, that's health. If you guys want to count your steps and keep that in mind. But if you guys have an Apple Watch or anything like that, I would definitely set up health. Anyways, under your wallet, this is where you guys can go ahead and add any tickets, any credit cards as well. To add a credit card on the top right hand side, or anything really, you guys are going to see that plus sign. And you guys can go ahead and Apple Pay required for iCloud. So yeah, you guys have to sign in, and then you guys can just add in a credit card if you like. Anyways, let's just get out of there. Here are your settings. Under your settings, you're gonna see a bunch of stuff. So from your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and anything really that you're looking for. And the fastest way to look for it is under search. So if you're looking to edit anything or look into anything, just go to search instead of going through every single thing here. But those are your settings. So let me just get out of here. Now your weather, obviously that's where you guys can look at your weather. So if I open up weather, I'm gonna see this wherever I'm at. I can also scroll, it's gonna give me other places. Maybe I don't want those as well, so you guys can always edit those. On the bottom right inside, you guys are gonna see these three dots. Just tap on them and you guys can delete any of these from your list. So maybe you guys don't want this, like this doesn't make sense to you guys because you guys are not even there, or Toronto. Just swipe and delete and then keep going. But again, that's something you guys want to do if it doesn't make sense to you. So if you guys want to add anything here, so maybe you guys want to know how cold is it in Paris right now. So you can type in Paris, France. It's going to give you the weather in Paris, France. You guys can add it on. That's how you guys can add any weather here. So it is useful to have for sure. And that's the basics when it comes down to weather. Stocks, same deal. We can add anything here and take anything out. It's going to give you some stuff already. So let's just tap on continue. And you guys are going to see a bunch of stuff here. I'm just going to tap on the X because we don't want that. And let's hit down. You guys are going to see this. So to delete anything from here from stocks, swipe all the way. It's just going to delete. Or swipe up to here and then tap on delete. Swipe up to here, tap on delete. So that little garbage bin. If you guys want to add any stocks for that matter, you guys can just search. So I can just search Apple, for example, and just add that on by pressing on the plus sign. I can add this one too. I can just press on done. And there we go. We just have added this stock here. So we can take a look at a bunch of stuff. So those are the basics when it comes down to your stocks. Find mine, very important that you guys set that up, just in case you ever lose this or somebody steals it, you guys can block it off. And to find it, same thing. You guys can just go into find mine. Anyways, let's just move on to books. So if you're going to books, this is where you guys can just press on get started. Then I'm just going to put that now for now. So this is where you guys are obviously going to find books. You guys can buy some, download any that are free. There is a huge library. And just in case if you go into library, this is just gonna be your stuff in there, okay? Don't think of it like that's the library you guys have to explore. That's home. Under home, just search for anything. You guys can just literally go into search on the right hand side and then just search for that and then just download the book or buy it if you like. There's also the bookstore. So it's just gonna give you options of things to buy again. And then there's audiobooks. So you guys can also purchase audiobooks from here. So that's a quick intro into books. iTunes Store, that's something that they are most likely gonna get rid of later on because you will notice it's gonna redirect you to a bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna continue on and show you. So there's a lot of things that you guys can buy from here, but at the same time, it might redirect you somewhere else. So for example, if it's TV shows or movies, you guys are gonna see that it really shows you in Apple TV. Now for music, yeah, that's something that you guys can do from within here, kinda. But anyways, let's move on. We got fitness. Again, that's only if you guys set up your health. I would go into fitness or else there's no point. So under fitness, let's just open that up. Going to continue. Just set up all that stuff. And then from there, you guys can track your steps and so on. But anyways, if you guys have an Apple Watch, there's the Apple Watch. Then we got our contacts. So let's just go right into our contacts. To add anything here, we can tap on the plus sign and we can add a contact last name. Scroll down. We can add a phone number. Press on done when you're done adding that contact, and there's our contact. So if we go back, we can see all our contacts. So to delete any of our contacts, all we have to do is just hold on our finger there. We're going to see these options, delete contact, and it has been deleted. Anyways, those are the basics for your contacts. And now let's move on to files. Let's open up files. It's not going to give you anything, but if you want to create any folders in here and start creating some stuff, on the bottom right hand side, press there on browse, and then on the top, 3 dots, go ahead and create that folder. You guys can name it whatever you guys like. Done. And there's our folder. If you want to delete any folders from here, again, you're under browse, just hold on to it. You guys are going to see a bunch of options, which does give you delete. And there, it's been deleted. So that's how you guys can create and delete any files that you created. Well, folders in this case. Anyways, let's just get out of here for now. Now there's translate. There's not much to show you there. We have utilities. So from utilities, you have memos, compass, measurements, magnifier, calculator, shortcuts, and passwords. All these things are pretty much self-explanatory, especially when it comes down to passwords. I would definitely use them, so they are nice and safe. And then we have our freeform, journal, and tips. So all of these things are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into them. But the very last thing I'm going to show you is down here below. So we have our phone. From here, you guys can actually make phone calls. And just press here to make that phone call. Press cancel if you guys want to cancel that phone call. You guys can take a look at your recent phone calls in here. Your contacts, plus your voicemail will be the very last thing here, where you guys can set up your voicemail if you haven't done so. And I have no voicemails right now, but that's how you guys can check any voicemails that you guys have, plus favorites as well. Anyways, let's move on into text messaging. So let me just open this up. And I'm going to explain something really, really quick. So there's a difference between a text message and an iMessage. An iMessage, it's something that only works throughout Apple devices. So if somebody has an iPad that you know, another iPhone, you guys can go ahead and send an iMessage. If you try sending an iMessage, somebody has an Android device, it's gonna get to them as a text message. So that means they can get it whether they have Wi-Fi or not. And yeah, there's some people that turn off iMessage completely that have iPhones, so they're always gonna get your messages as text messages. But to write down any message, send text message on the top, you guys will see that. Just tap there. Go ahead and put it to whatever contact you guys have. And then down here below, just start typing up your message. Then send it through. And there you go. All right, so getting back into messages again, if we open it up and you have your text message history here, if you guys want to delete that, well, there's ways to do it. So you guys have here your messages. Just going to edit, and then from edit, you guys can select messages, select that, and then delete. So that's one way. You guys can select a few of them. Or if it's just one, you guys can always just do this and then tap on that, select delete, and the message has been deleted. So that's how to delete those text messages or iMessages. Last but not least, we've got our music. So tap on music, continue on, and then from here, you guys are gonna see, I'm gonna tap not now for now. There's music. So any music that you guys want to purchase or anything like that, you guys can take a look at search on the right hand side. There's also gonna give you options here. There's also the subscription with Apple Music, but you guys can also buy music yourselves. And there's library where you guys are gonna check out all your stuff that you put there. There's radio, which is free. So you guys can go on and listen to any of this. So those are the basics with your music. Other than that, to delete any apps that you guys don't want on your phone, all you guys have to do is just hold on your finger there and then remove app. It's gonna tell you here that it's actually gonna remove all its contents. Or you guys can choose to just remove from your home screen. So that's different. Removing from home screen, it's just gonna delete from your home screen. It's still gonna be there. But if you remove it, if you actually delete it, it's gonna uninstall it. So it's even telling you here, it's gonna delete its data from it. So I'm gonna delete that. And let me just show you another one. For example, if I go into something like reminders, delete app, again, it's gonna delete its data as well. So you are fully uninstalling. So it's not like Androids, so you don't have to go through a bunch of stuff to uninstall an app here. That's all you guys have to do. And again, I get it, if you're coming from Android, that might be kind of annoying because you're thinking, oh, that's just deleting it from the home screen. It's not. You're fully uninstalling the app. So again, to delete an app, we can just hold our finger, remove app. It's gonna tell us if we want to delete it. That's uninstalling it. And there we go. We can also just hold on our finger there until it wiggles. Tap on the minus sign on the top left hand side and just delete that app as well. There you go, just tap away and then you're done. So that's how you guys can delete any apps. If you want to add them back at any point in time, just go into your app store, look for them, add them back. Anyways, as far as this video goes, we are all done. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.